it never looked like missing. The crowd goes wild. The crowd goes wild. They needed that. It's a good run, good run. Being held down, they're all offside.
Play league or what?
Push the winger out of the way, he's been brought down, last tackle coming up. Half time.
Alrighty, kia ora, welcome to another episode of the Cook Islands Rugby League Show. We've got our boy Mata.
Yeah, kia ora everyone.
Welcome to the show, representing the CIRL Association, and we're going to go through a whole lot of stuff in relation to Rugby League. Now, quick summary of the weekend's action.
Oh, very tough. Unbelievable. The play every week, the standards get higher. There's no rest for the wicked.
I have to say, Avachu were great hosts.
Oh, fantastic.
Great hosts. I mean, let's be real. 3-4 weeks ago, it was all underwater.
Yes.
And I don't know what they did, whether they got the rake out or they got the broom out or whatever, but the playing conditions were beautiful. And the weather was absolutely amazing. All right, Mata, normally we get straight into some results, but I think you and I probably need a bit of a yellow card.
Hey.
We've neglected some storylines, which I think are amazing storylines, and we've just been caught up in results and controversy and stuff like that. But there's some storylines that I think that we totally missed. All right, so let's just backtrack a couple of weeks.
Okay.
And we've had something occur in this competition that I don't think has happened anywhere in the world. Maybe not even the NRL. We had a domestic rugby league competition where we actually had two lots of fathers versus sons actually play, compete, not like a pretend game. This is like a for real game. So I want to send a big shout out going out to Thomas Tor, who was playing for Tupapa last week, and he actually played against his son Jesse Tor, who was playing for Natangia.
Wow.
And as far as I know, they didn't get in a fight.
No fighting.
No biting or anything like that. So that's one set of father-son combos that were not on the same team, because we've had them on the same team.
Yeah.
But how often do you get them on the opposing team? Very rare. In the same week, right? I think it was the same day, actually. So the two,
the same day.
The two prems, right?
Yeah.
We had, actually, can't remember that detail. But we also had Turori Matutu suit up for Titikavika Bulldogs, and then in the same game we had Troy Matutu play for Ararangi Bears, again bashing it up.
Oh, turn it up
against each other. What a great story.
Great story.
Can the NRL compete with that? I don't know, but maybe it's got something to do with us being in a small community and all that sort of stuff. But I thought that was a great storyline that we totally missed.
Fantastic.
The other one is we got to give some love to the women's. Now in the same team we had a mother daughter combo, and then we had an auntie niece combo in the same team. So again, big ups.
Turn it up, guys.
Big ups. I think those are great storylines. And the other one I got to mention is our Prime Minister.
Oh, the Honourable Prime Minister.
Don't want to give him any slack, because I know the MCs like to give him some slack, but I think it's great how he's been turning up to the games and supporting his, gotta say it, struggling Tokovaine TKV Warriors team. He still fronts up, he still supports them, win or lose. We all know hardcore TKV. So big ups.
Big ups, guys.
Big ups to our Prime Minister.
Yeah, well done.
All right, so now that we've caught up and now that we've got our jobs back, we just got rehired. We've totally missed that story, but we've got it back on record now that we want to acknowledge our father-sons combo and our mother-daughter, auntie-niece combos that's been happening in our competition.
We got you covered, fans. Just in case you thought we forgot. We got this.
We're just a little bit late. All right, now let's get to some results.
Yep.
Let's get back to Friday night's action. What have you got for us, Mata?
So last weekend we were in week 7 of the competition. So last Friday we headed out to Aratere Park in Avachu. Men's Premier match. Titikavika Bulldogs 56. TKV Warriors 26. Turn it up.
I mean, I think we all expected, the team there from Titikavika to win there, but I'm actually quite proud of the 26.
Very good effort. Proud of it. The fans were going crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, 26 on the board, the highest they've scored all season.
It seemed like every time they scored, they won the game.
Yeah, I agree. The party going on down there.
I know our Prime Minister was definitely happy every time they scored. In fact, I was quietly happy as well. So congratulations
Well done, boys.
to Bulldogs for winning, but also congratulations going to TKV for putting on 26 points. Well done.
Yeah, well done.
So that being said, let's get to some footage. And if you can stick with me, I've got to push the right button. And let's check this out.
Check this out. Good tackling from the boys. That's some big units.
Oh,
Look about that.
Dangerous.
Boys getting physical. Yep, the highest they've scored this season, the Warriors.
I was about to ask that stat. Okay.
Yep. Look at this guy. Oh,
That was a great effort. Great effort there. I was hoping he would score, but yeah, got to that.
here he goes. Look at this guy. Oh, he's off.
Does he?
Got the gas.
Yes, he does. And a little stare down as well.
Oh, offload out the back.
And
Lovely stuff.
looks like a volleyball set.
That's an area they need to work on. Yeah, beautiful try there. Very nice game. The Warriors actually had chances to score another 2 or 3 tries. Just couldn't convert them.
It looked to me like the Tizikava backs were carving up.
Carving it. When they get the hands through the ball through the hands, very dangerous.
Hard to stop. Hard
Yeah,
to stop.
hard to stop.
Okay, that's the Friday night action that you missed. That was down there at the Avachu Swamp. Okay, let's move over to Saturday's results.
Yeah, another massive day. Saturday, we were back down in Avachu, all day action. So under 14s, Eels 36. The Bears Sea Eagles combo 20. Under 16s, Avachu Eels 36. Sea Eagles 16. And moving on to the under 19s, Avachu Eels 20. Sea Eagles 12. I think that's a clean sweep for the Eels on the junior grades.
It is.
Party time down at Avachu. Oh. And then on to the women's. Lady Panthers taking on the Lady Bears. It was Lady Bears, 12. Lady Panthers 10.
So Arangi managed to squeeze out the win there for the ladies. So again, acknowledge Avachu for clean sweep on the youth grade. And hate to say it, but the women still struggling with the numbers, eh?
Yeah, still struggling. Netball in full. Netball was actually going on down there on Saturday as well. Yeah, still pushing, still trying to get the girls' numbers up. Come on, girls.
It was I mean, it's not I don't know. It's a bit strange when you've got a rugby league match happening, prem game, and you got the netball happening right next door, and the whistle. The whistle
It distracts you, eh?
overlap happens, but what can you do?
What can
about
you
that?
do?
What
It
do you
just
do?
brings in a bigger crowd. But yeah, I noticed that whistle a few times.
Did-
And I'm like, oh, did he blow the whistle?
Yeah,
No, it was a
yeah.
nipple.
But you get that in Avachu, you get that in Arangi. Right?
Yeah.
Not so much the other. Not so much.
not so much
So
the others.
Titikavika, the nipple courts are a little bit away.
A bit deeper.
Yeah. But anyway, that's just what it takes to be a rugby league player in the Cook Islands. You got to have. You got to listen to that whistle, not that whistle.
Whistles going off everywhere.
Yeah. So I tell you what, we've got some footage from our lovely ladies that smashed it out over there in Avachu.
Yeah. Lady Panthers, Lady Bears. Nice play there. Run around.
cruising. Look at the weather conditions there.
Oh, beautiful.
Number 10. Oof.
Out of a dummy half.
To the left.
No, he's keen to go. Oh, juggling act.
So again, close match there. Only 2 points in it. 10 to 12.
10 to 12.
All right, let's move on to the meat of this hamburger.
The meat of the burger, guys.
Let's go to the Prem. What do we got?
Yeah, so last weekend we had 2 men's Premier matches. Our first match was a massive clash between the Panthers, who are currently undefeated, and the Ararangi Bears, who are on a roll. We saw a titanic match, and final score, Panthers 36, Bears 24. Woo-hoo-hoo!
So I love it when there's lots of tries.
Yeah.
I love it when there's
Very high
lots of scoring. Excellent footy. Excellent footy. I think the Bears just quietly will be disappointed. I think they feel like they're a better team than they put on. But I might be jumping on the two-papa wagon, bro.
The wagon keeps going, mate. He's stopping
Well,
it.
I mean, I don't think you can fairly say that they're undefeated when you have a draw.
Yeah, yeah. They had that
Is
one
that
draw.
like a little technical?
It's a little asterisk.
Yeah, asterisk, undefeated, but hey, but so I think you can argue it both ways. But I'm gonna say they're undefeated, and I'm gonna say who can beat them? Who can beat them? So I'm jumping on the bandwagon. I don't normally do that, but I'm gonna jump on the tip of the bandwagon. I just really want to try and fire up these other teams and see if they can beat them. So what about you, bro? What are you jumping on their wagon or nah?
I'm following that wagon. Well, who's gonna stop this team? They're in great form at the moment.
I guess that's the question.
Yeah. Who's gonna stop
Who
this
can stop Two Papa? We'll just put that there. We'll just let that marinate.
I'll tell you what though, I got a quick note from last week's game.
Yes.
Just before we look into the
The
these
footage.
highlights.
Yep.
At the 70th minute, the score was 26-24 to the Panthers. Very tight, very close. One of the Bears went to the bin, and the game changed. So the final score 36-24. That discipline might have cost them a shot.
Okay. I'm glad you brought some of that stuff up, because we need to sort of delve into, because the NRL do it all the time, so we should be able to do it too. Like, where did it change? There were only 2 points difference.
2 points.
10 minutes to go. So the game was
right there.
And then some ill discipline.
Yeah.
And
the Panthers put on 10 points.
so we don't want to do the blame game, but we do want to say it didn't help.
Didn't help. Lessons learned for next time, boys.
Actually, since we're on that, I have noticed, in the heat of the battle, you can always get a bit heated with refs, right, and decisions. But I'm yet to find in the history of man where you make an argument to a ref and he changes his mind.
Nah, never happened in the history of the world.
And I have found out in the history of man that a referee has got only so much temperament. Right, they will have a certain switch or a certain point of the game where they will say in their own brain, enough's enough. If this guy says one more word, he's going in a bin. And they spit at him and they go, hey, brother, go and So that's part of the game.
That's part of the game.
Players need to recognize this. You need to recognize within yourself that you're about to lose your nut and you potentially could cost team game. So great example, Mata.
I love that example. The history of the world, refs never changed his mind.
Have we got that on? Have we got that on film? That bit where we went to the bin.
It could be on there.
I hope we do.
Yeah.
I want to watch this with intent and hope we find that bit where we
check our media team.
Where he puts the 10 fingers up and go, yeah, ding dong, mate. Go have a seat. Anyway, so let's go to some footage.
Let's have a look at this
versus Panthers.
Oh, smashed.
Oh, he's a big unit. Another big unit.
Oh, these boys really went for it. Very tough defense. Both teams threw everything on this. It had the semi-final intensity. You could feel it. Intense all around the ground. But yeah, Andrew there.
Spikes it down even.
Oh, makes a break.
Oh boy. This is support. Don't need
Oh
the
no!
support. Don't need the support.
Oh no! There he goes. Got the wheels. Boom.
Nice catch together. Get that down, man.
I ordered it. Ups off one. Oh! The dancing machine.
Oh, mate, it worked.
Oh, it's still going.
Beautiful stuff.
No 10 in the bin there, but great highlights from our media team. Just wanted the action.
I wanted to see the sin bin, to be honest. So, but I thought, Mata, you bring up a great point. The game was very, as you can tell,
It was
from
in the
that
balance.
footage, hey, very close match, and I have to totally agree with you. The passion, these fellas, they're not on massive contracts, man.
Nah.
They're not.
Love the game.
There's absolute village pride, just passionate for the game, don't like losing,
We're losing,
all
guys.
that kind of stuff. So, well done.
Great match.
Great match. Great entertainment as well. Okay, let's move on to the game of the week.
And our final match last Saturday pitted the home team, the Avachu Eels, taking on the Sea Eagles. And our final score, Avachu Eels 44, Sea Eagles 24.
Yeah, that was a great game. Again,
Yes.
great to see lots of points. I do believe Sea Eagles will be unhappy about that. Seems like they were in the fight there, but Abachu just too good.
They were actually leading at points in the first half, the Sea Eagles. Yeah, but right on the last minute of the first half, the Eels scored. And in the first minute of the second half, the Eels scored.
Right, so they just
Just-
caught some momentum, eh? You're right, actually, I caught that. I caught the Sea Eagles scoring first and possibly getting.
Yeah.
I don't say cocky, maybe a bit overconfident. I don't know.
Yeah,
and
sure.
then, but as we know, you can't sleep on Abachu.
Can't sleep on them.
They just kept coming and coming and coming. They kept scoring points. So, yeah.
Well done, guys.
Well done.
It was fantastic game.
So let's get to some footage now of that game. Abachu versus Natunga.
Yeah.
What are you doing, man?
Oh. I think I'm the Avachu Banks. Is this Kamo? Brilliant player, brilliant balance.
Just cruising through.
Yeah.
Never lie down.
Can't afford to slip off that first
Caleb.
tackle. That could be Caleb.
Oh, nobody wants to tackle him.
That first tackle they break is throws the dummy, two dummies. Oh, there's a try for the Sea Eagles.
Honey, smashing it up. Jesse. Who's the playmaker for the Sea Eagles? No, Messi.
You should have gone with the hoop here. Did a good job.
Probably why we didn't recognise him.
Oh, the big man going straight through the middle.
Oh, yeah. Actually, he was a... I don't know what his name is, but he's a crowd favourite, that guy.
Hey!
Everyone loves every time he grabbed the ball, man. Yeah, all that wow.
Busting it up.
All that power. Yeah, I love it.
Oh, man.
So I got to say congratulations to Abachu, and got to
Abachu.
say congratulations to the Sea Eagles for making it competitive in the beginning. Just couldn't quite get there. Actually, Mata, there's another storyline that we mention every now and then, and that's coaches having to play.
Oh, that's another one.
So our boy Clive was in that
Yes.
in that match. Yeah, so
he
he
played.
suited up, and I believe the coach for Titikavika,
Oh, he played last
He
Friday.
played as
Big
well.
Mark.
Mark was in there.
Yes, yes.
Now, I don't know if this is necessarily a good storyline.
Big Mark had a run.
NRL be looking at us going, "You idiots! Haven't you got enough players over there?" And the short answer to that is no.
No.
You
It's
don't-
a no, and I think these coaches are stepping in to give them some guidance. These youngsters, eh? But I was surprised last Friday because I actually looked at the Bulldogs bench And I went, oh, the coach is not here today. Someone goes, no, he's out.
He's over on the field.
I was like, wow.
Okay, I'm going to propose a rule change. I reckon at least one game in the season, the coach needs to play.
Oh, turn it up.
Oh, how about a half?
Half. Oh, right.
At least a half. What do you reckon? Would that
Well,
go?
we
Would
saw
that fly?
Thomas, the water guy management there like the other week. So
Yeah, yeah.
well,
Well,
starting to get involved, the boys.
I'm being a bit tongue in cheek, but maybe these other coaches actually too probably be like, nah.
Oh no, not Darren.
The boys are doing good. They don't need me. Actually, Darren, you just keep doing what you're doing, brother.
Keep doing it.
Let's get to some fun stuff now.
Yep.
Let's go to some special mentions.
Our special mentions, of course, every week. Our media team selects our players of the round, and they build towards the John Whittaker Trophy at the end of the season. And our MVP this week, Eric Newbinging from the Tupapa Panthers. Outstanding performance, leading the way. He's been awarded the Player of the Week before too, if I can remember. And then we've got Jason Potoru, Peter Lagi, and Tiava Hiro.
Actually, you had some homework. Mata. I'm not
Yep.
sure if you remember, but
What's my homework?
you were going to find out whether Eric played a full match or did he actually get subbed off.
Someone failed their assignment.
Well, let's come back to us on
back
that.
to that.
But we can both agree he does a whole lot of work, and he stays on the field for the maximum of it. But we don't know if it's the entirety. But we'll look into that. Matt's going to do some homework and find that out. So I tell you what we're going to do now is we're going to check out a bit of a highlight reel from our boy Eric Newbie.
Yeah, Tupapa Panthers. Outstanding play from the big man. Makes the yardage every time, can offload. One of the best defenders in the comp. I don't think he misses any tackles. Very solid. Just leading the way. That's the kind of players we need.
So there you go, nice little highlight reel of our player of the week. Now, can't forget about our ladies.
Oh, the ladies. Yep. So, of course, our ladies, we have our MVP and special mentions. MVP this week goes to Stephanie Noro. We've got following Pekaro Mateo, Mahana Sipe, and following that, Rima Brown. All get special mentions this week. Nice one, ladies.
All right, now here's a little fun fact for you. Stephanie Noro, once upon a time used to work here.
Hey!
Really? Yeah. Just sort of put a
That's a fun fact.
Yeah, a few
Quiz night.
Well, a few years ago, but she worked here, and so I know her very well.
Oh.
And I'm absolutely totally happy that she's getting involved in sport, and in particular, a sport that I love, the rugby league. So, tell you what, we've got a nice little highlight reel. What we're going to check out.
Yeah. Let's see what Stephanie did on the weekend. Oh, arm off. Oh, it's a replay. Very tough tackle.
Go, Steph.
Offloads it. Runs straight through the middle. Oh, and she kicks.
Yeah, she can.
Oh, nice one.
All-rounder. Represent 88 girl. So well done to Steph,
one, Steph.
Stephanie and all. Well done, player of the week
Well done.
for the women. Okay, now let's see. What are we gonna do now?
Negative.
Let's chop up the rules.
Chop up the rules, guys.
This is my favourite segment of the show.
Yeah.
We're gonna chop up the rules. We had some great feedback
Great
from
feedback.
last week's session. So, Mata, what are we gonna chop up today?
So much we're going to chop up. We're going to continue with our bench interchange theme we're currently on.
Yes.
And this week we've had a few questions about how many guys are actually on the bench and how many interchanges can a coach or team have.
Okay.
So Just to keep it simple, we have, of course, our 13 players on the field, and we have 4 guys on the bench, so a 17-man or women squad. So our 4 players on the bench, and each team is awarded 12 interchange cards. So they can progressively, anytime through the match, except for scrums, etc., interchange players. So we have 12 cards. I believe the NRL and International League might have 8 interchanges. So 12 is a lot.
And is that per half for the whole game?
The whole game.
Okay. So if you use 4 in the first half, you can use the other.
You got 8 at the back end.
Right.
Yeah. So it becomes very tactical. You don't want to use 8 in the first half, even if you got 4 at the back.
Right.
The boys are tired.
So you'll very rarely see so many subs in the first half.
Yeah.
More so in the second half, and that's a strategy, obviously.
strategy.
And of course, fatigue.
Fatigue. Yep.
So 12 interchanges.
Yep.
4 subs.
4 subs.
Do you want to get into how you can activate the 5th sub? Is that too much?
No, that's too much.
Oh,
Currently, we don't have that within our rules in the comp.
Oh, okay.
The
So it's 4
man.
is the is the maximum. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about you mentioned on the substitute the bench, if
Yes,
you like? In the Cook Islands, are we hard and fast with who can sit there, or are we relaxed?
We're pretty tough on who can sit there. We usually see the 4 players, a coach, maybe an assistant, the water boys, a couple of water boys, 2 or 3 water
So
boys.
really, there should be 4 of them and 4 players.
Yeah.
8
So
players.
we've got about 8. Any mamas, aunties, anybody else on the bench, we try to keep them out, keep it tidy.
Yeah.
Just keep the whole place clean.
I can understand that. I mean, I can also understand some people who think they're privileged
Yes.
and think that they need to sit there because of, you know, whoever they are or whatever status they may be.
We've had that in the past.
Yeah,
Hey, what's he doing on the
and that would be a terrible thing for you to have to deal with because
Yeah.
they'll feel so entitled.
Yeah.
But you got to think about it being organized. You want to think it's
safe.
You want people that are officially part of the game. At the end of the day, if you're not that official component, you're just a supporter.
You're just a supporter.
I shouldn't say just a supporter. You're a supporter or potentially a sponsor or what have you, but that's not the place to sit.
It's not the place.
So anywhere else but there.
But so just in summary, 4 on the bench for players and 12 cards. Used
All right.
anytime really. Tactical.
All right, hopefully you enjoyed that. That's our segment. Chopping up the rules. Chopping up the rules. I love it. I actually love it because there may be some confused people
Yeah,
out there. so-
people always asking questions.
And now we're going to look at the bench.
Yeah, you're gonna look.
We're going to look.
How many
we're
are on
gonna
the-
check? What are you doing there? What are you doing there? Okay, so let's move now to next week's action. Before we get to the actual draw, we've got to talk about the mini mods.
Turn it up, many mods. This week we're down in Raimaru Park, Arorangi, kicking off at 9:45 for the little ones. Of course, we're in the basic skills, passing, tackling, speed, motor skills. Last week, unbelievable. I lost count how many kids are down there.
give
I
us
think
a
they're
rough-
bringing them all on the truck.
Give us a rough number.
I got 70, 80.
Okay, we'll just go just under 100.
Under 100 there.
Okay.
They all came on. Aotearangi brought the party bus full of kids. Amazing.
Okay.
Awesome. Superstars of the future.
Okay, so any minis in your in your household, parents, please make an effort to get there nice and early. Now let's move over to the draw. Now you need to pay attention because there's 2 locations. There's 2
Very
locations.
important point this week, fans.
Okay, so maybe you can clarify this matter.
Yeah.
In fact, I'll do this little technical term called zooming in.
Zoom in, zoom in.
Okay.
Okay, so we're on to week 8 this weekend. The host is actually the Aotearangi Bears, but they have decided that this Friday they would like to give the game to another club.
Yep.
Because I believe on Fridays they might have housing or something. So I'm not sure what it is. Could be housing.
Hold on a minute. What? We're changing our schedule over housing.
That's what I'm hearing in the winds. It could be housing, but I need to confirm what it is exactly. But they will not be hosting Friday, but they will be hosting Saturday. So this Friday, 5 o'clock, we move to Titikavika. Yes, Te Murimotia Park. And we've got one fantastic clash for you guys. It's the Titikavika Bulldogs versus the Tupapa Panthers.
All right. So there you go. Friday night's action is out
Housing
there in Titikavika. And the reason being, our Ararangians are gamblers. And they're housey. So
housey,
important that they did not want to host the rugby league down there. That just
takes priorities.
I'm laughing, but I'm a little bit annoyed. I'm a little bit annoyed at that. But anyway,
such as it is.
let's move over to Saturday before I say something that I'm going to upset a mama out there. So let's move on to Saturday.
Now, Saturday, we moved back to Ararangi. So don't forget, 2 different grounds. On Saturday, we're back to Ararangi. And 11:45, our under 14s, Avachu Eels taking on our Bears Sea Eagles combo. 12:45, under 16s, Bears versus Sea Eagles. 1:45, under 19s, Avachu Eels versus the Sea Eagles. Oh, Sea Eagles actually. Yeah, that's our junior grades this Saturday in Raimaru Park, Ararangi. At 3 o'clock, women's Lady Bears take on the Lady Panthers. Again, week 2. Oh, yeah, turn it up. 3:30, a first of our men's premier domestic competition matches. Ngatangi and Mataveta Sea Eagles take on the TKV Warriors. And our final match at 5 p.m. Oh, that's a blockbuster. Home team Ararangi Bears take on the Avachu Eels.
Ow! Woo. So we're up to week 7.
Week 8, heading into week 8.
Finished week 7. We're about to hit week 8. So people should be hitting their stride. Should understand the importance of round 2.
Yeah.
Because it affects where you are on the table. Maybe next week we'll give an update.
Yeah.
On where people are up to on the table. So some great rugby
matches.
Action. Again, let me just put this up.
Some serious games.
I'll put it in its entirety there. So basically, Friday night is out at Tikavaka, Bulldog Panthers, and then Saturday is all happening out there in Ararangi. The games kick off from 1:45 through to the Friends.
Massive.
All right, I think that's a show. I think that's a wrap. Any sort of closing remarks? Maybe we should give. I think we need to give a shout out to our girl Mahana.
Oh, that's right. So yeah, we received news last week that Mahana Saip, one of the young superstars here, had been offered a trial for the Harvey Norman Cronulla Sharks. And the good news coming through the wire is she has succeeded. And
What's next? What's next?
well, looks like she'll be joining the squad or the club. Probably going through their training programs.
Trainings and pre-season and
Yeah.
all that stuff. Eh?
We're going to get more details on that. But,
Okay.
Congratulations, Mahana. That is unbelievable news. Well done, Mum. Tunelia, unbelievable. We should all be proud of that.
Very.
It shows pathways for our boys and girls to get to the big time, and outstanding.
Oh, so proud.
Yeah, proud.
So proud of our girl Mahana. Keep doing your thing, girl, and fly our Cook Islands flag wherever you may fly. And if you're totally successful with Cronulla Sharks, that means we have to support them, hey?
Move to the Tigers.
I'm not going to discriminate. I would prefer you win and play for the Warriors, but that's okay. We're not going to have that little debate live on here.
Early days.
We just want to say congratulations,
Well
and I think if you do make it, I hope you do. It might be a nice second team.
Hey. Love the Sharkies.
All right, that's the show. Mata.
Well done.
Always,
Awesome.
always a pleasure. Hopefully, you guys enjoy the show. One thing I will add is that you guys don't realize, but we do this in one take. So ums and ahs and mistakes and oh no, what did I say that for? We've just got to kind of live with it. The camera keeps rolling, so we do appreciate all the feedback that we've been getting out there, and I think we'll just put that out there just to make up for our mistakes. So that's us. Play league or what? Get out there to Tikavaka Friday and Ararangi on Saturday. Peace. We out.
Never looked like this. Crowd goes wild. The crowd goes wild. They needed that. It's a good run. Good run. Being held down. They're all offside.
Play league or what?
Push the winger out of the way. He's been caught down. Last tackle coming up. Half time. Never looked like this.